welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're fucking living your best life, dude. I hope you're living your best life. And by that, I don't really mean your best life. I mean your worst life. I don't like the phrase best life. And I didn't realize I was going to talk. This is a thought I had the other day. I didn't realize I was going to jump in and talk about it right in this moment, but I'm going to, dude, because fuck that. I felt myself saying it ironically, and I need you to know it was ironic because fuck that sentence. At least that's a very millennial thing. I'm living my best life. Saying that phrase, I've heard it all throughout my entire life. I've seen it on social media. I've heard just women say it at a bar. In 6th grade, I'm sure someone said it, and I went, stop, dude. And the reason why that fucking sentence irritates me is because when people say living my best life, they're often doing something that's detrimental to their life. Right? Everyone's always like, living my best life, and it's a fucking slideshow of photos that you can scroll through on Instagram of them drinking 17 gin and tonics at a fucking bar on the Lower East Side. I don't think that's the best move in your life, dude. If you were living your best life, you'd be signing up for a 401k. I think you're living your worst life, which is the most fun life. And that's the thing. I'm just being shitty with semantics and definitions. But what I really think is living my worst life is the more fun life. You want to live your worst life. And that's what they mean in those moments. They mean, like, people will be on a boat living my best life. It's like, how much did that boat cost? Couldn't you have invested that money into something more productive? Couldn't you have put that money into something that'll make you more money? Instead, you have a yacht for a Tuesday. You know? You're on a yacht on a Wednesday when you could be fucking going to bed early and catching up on some sleep. You're living your worst life, dude, but it's the funnest life. The worst life is the funnest life. Living my worst, shittiest, funnest life is what you really want to say when you're posting on Instagram to brag to the world. And also, it's what you really should be doing. Do that, dude. Your best life is boring. Your best life is you fucking finally getting married. Shut the fuck up. Living my best life. I have enough money to provide for my kid. That's cool, man. But it's boring. Live your worst life. No, that's cool. That'd actually be chill. I guess that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is use it appropriately. I wish the living my best life was more appropriately used on social media. I wish somebody showed their kid and said living my best life instead of just saying I love this kid. Because that's very, it's not about the kid. It's about your life. No, I want you to be much vainer when you post about your child. That's what I'm talking about right now. It's hard to follow what I'm saying at all times, but that's what I'm telling you. That's what I mean. No, you should. No, I don't know what I'm saying. What the fuck am I talking about? I hope you guys are doing good. I don't know. I was out last night and there were just too many young people around, and it's thrown me off. I was walking down on the Lower East Side just laughing hysterically and feeling old, and I was living my worst life, dude. It was fun. I was living my worst, funnest possible life. I was like, I shouldn't be around these people. Then I went to a bar called Donnybrook. My friend said, meet me at a bar called Donnybrook. And immediately in my brain, I was like, what? You don't line up with that. This friend is from where I grew up, which is Westchester, which is very broy as shit, but we're not that broy. I know that you can look at me from a distance and go, he is, but when you talk to me, you're like, oh no, he's chill. You'll ask me about Peyton Manning, and I'll be like, yeah, he's cool, dude. And then they'll be like, what about this other player? And I'll be like, I don't know. Beyond that, they go, yo, you like Peyton Manning? I go, yeah. They go, oh, I guess you might be broed out. You know who Peyton Manning is and you like him? But then they go, you like Tom Brady? I go, didn't he kiss his kid on the mouth? Isn't he kind of a pedophile? And then people are like, never mind. You're not a bro, dude. You're chill. You watch the Super Bowl? I go, depends on what movies are out. And they're like, oh, okay, dude. Not that there's anything wrong with liking sports or being a bro, but I'm just giving definitions of things that are. And my friend is not that. My friend knows a lot about Kingdom Hearts. He shouldn't be telling me to go to a bar called Donnybrook. So I get there and I go inside and it is my hometown. It is. Think of the name Donnybrook. Who do you picture to be in that bar? People would be like, yo, fucking Donnybrook, dude? That sounds fucking sick. Yo, they're fucking cute girls at Donnybrook. And then you get there, and then the girls are like, I want to fuck that guy. Like, the girls who are there are like, I want to fuck the guy who's like, yo, you're beautiful. They want to fuck a young version of my dad. That's what they want. Which would be me if my disposition was different. But unfortunately, I'm not... I don't line up personality-wise with my father. So, unfortunately, these women might have been looking at me like, dude, you look like, yo, bro. But then they talk to me and I'm like, what's up, dude? You got squiggly hair. And they're like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Squiggly what? Are you making fun of me? Anyway, so that was the vibe last night. That's where I started. And before I went there, just lots of young people. Just people who are like, you'll overhear their conversations and they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, I take this one class. And then you're like, oh. You're just like, oh, dude. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. All right. Another dude's like, yo, as soon as I graduate, I'm going to get a job at this firm. And you're like, oh, dude. Oh, dude. Whew. Oh, fuck. You know what I mean? You try not to pass out from just the sheer just like, oh, dude, what are you you guys don't even know, man. You guys aren't there yet. I was there a little while ago. You guys aren't. And I'm sure when I'm fucking 35, I'll hear some of the shit I said and go, oh, what a fucking cunt. What a stupid fucking asshole. That's just part of getting older. The younger generation you look at and you almost pass out at the thing they say. The younger generation. It's just they're saying things that I once said, and the reason why I'm almost passing out or doing that fucking head shake is because I'm like, they don't know, dude. It's so funny to get older and just look at every fucking version of your past self existing in the world, and you're like, you don't know, dude. You don't know what's coming. It's going to be rough. But then all these kids, and this has happened forever. This has happened since I've been their age. But all these people, it becomes 1 o'clock and they're all fucking drunk in the street getting food, and then they go home. And it's Friday night. It's Friday and Saturday night. Why are you going home, dude? You're 22. You live in the city. The bars are open till 4. What are you going home for? And none of them are going home happy. That was what I was thinking too. You see a sea of fucking people. You see a sea of dudes and a sea of women who all want to fuck, and none of them are going home fucking. Instead, they're holding a giant mozzarella stick. That's what they're holding. I was at this place called OK Dog, right? Which, by the way, very overrated. It's one of those places that just exists because of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't taste that good. It tastes all right, but it's fucking obnoxious and in your face, and people go like this. People go like this with their girlfriends and put it on Instagram, and then dudes are like, yo, I'll eat it too, bro. And then that's how it exists. That's how it exists. And then it's shitty enough food and good enough food where me and my friend were like, I'll fucking eat that shit. Yeah, whatever. I'm drunk. So it works for everybody. So I'm at this place and there's a ton of women and a ton of men, some of them with each other, most of them not. Mostly just groups of women and groups of the dudes who have been wanting to fuck those women all night. But it's in this weird moment of like, well, we all finished the night and we're just gonna go home with a corn dog, dude. We're just going to grab this corn dog, and the guy behind the counter is going to go, do you want sugar on this? And we're all going to go, sugar? What the fuck are you talking about? No. And then he's going to give it to you, and you're going to munch on that and go home and think to yourself, there were no guys out. There were no cute guys out tonight. Why didn't no one take me home? And the guy's gonna be like, yo, why fuck? I didn't really even feel like talking to her, dude. Yo, that one girl, like, she wasn't into me, but I actually wasn't into her, dude. I mean, I did a little bit of that last time with the race car jacket. I was like, yeah, well, she kind of annoyed me once we started talking anyway. It's like she did and she didn't, dude. I still would have, if it went well, it would have went well, and I would have been happy about it, you know? People love to do that. They love to shoot their shot and then be like, well, I didn't even fucking, and we all do it. We all do it. We all fall into that. And it was just like, but it was blowing my mind of like all of the, and that's every night, every fucking weekend. Most people want to fuck and go home with a quesadilla. Do you know what I'm saying? Most people want to fuck and they go home with dollar slices. They want to be nutting and instead they're fucking shitting after a good meal. You know what I'm saying? Or a shit meal. Instead of fucking in the morning being like, thank God I nut, you wake up in the morning going, I'm about to blow up my toilet. That's a fucking travesty. That is our fault. That is our fault. What are we doing, dude? That is a fault on the human species that we fucking do that. That we aren't just matching up and going, what? It's a deficiency. It's a flaw in human behavior that people aren't picking more people up at the taco truck. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the night's not over. And then you're standing at the taco truck or you're standing at the corn dog place, or because we did two of these. We did one at 1 o'clock. And then then we went to another bar, and then another friend came, and then we did McDonald's at 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock, it was the same thing, but even more aggressive. Of just like women, and then some women started kind of talking to us, but not. And then there are all these women waiting for the fucking bathroom in McDonald's, which also, go pee before you leave the bar, dude. There was like 10 women waiting for this bathroom in McDonald's. This McDonald's that looked like a fucking airport. Like it legit did. Two different people who were not with each other messaged me on Instagram and were like, yo, dude, what is going on here? Why are you in an airport? And then one of them was like, it looks like an airport because a woman in the video looks like she's a flight attendant. And then I was like, hey, that woman was cute, dude. You're being rude. This is a woman who messaged me this. And I was like, hey, dude. That's fucking woman on woman crime right there, dude. All right. I don't know what just happened, but the audio, something with my CPU being overwhelmed. My audio cut out for a second. It's going again, though. All right. What's up? Okay. What was I talking about? I don't know if the audio cut out. Woman on woman crime is what I'm talking about. It's no good, dude. I don't like to see it. I don't like to see women making fun of other women's outfits. You both put time in. Shut the fuck up. Don't be rude, dude. You should identify with the time you both put into your outfits and how excruciating it would be to be called a flight attendant. Stop, dude. Also, what flights are you taking? Because this woman was wearing a blue dress with fucking like a collar, and she looked like a flight attendant if we were in the 1950s, dude. Flight attendants don't get... She looks like a flight attendant if they were still called stewardesses. They're not, dude. I don't know what kind of time travel adventures you're going on, but you haven't seen a woman like that on a plane in fucking ever in your life because you're my age. Okay, she didn't have a fucking t-shirt on and a skirt and a kerchief. She was wearing a blue weird dress from the 50s. It was weird. She probably got it at some fucking Halloween shop maybe, but let's not be rude. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, at this McDonald's, same thing was happening. I was noticing people looking at me. And I was looking at people because there were a lot of cute women in there. And I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming me. I'm blaming everybody. What are we doing, dude? We're checking each other out in McDonald's, drunk as fuck, trying to eat. We should fucking be like, hey, dude, you want to eat this McDonald's together? And then maybe make something happen and not be an alone fuck face? What are we doing, dude? I feel like I feel like everybody feels this way. Everybody's like, fuck, why can't I just... And then we never do, dude. We never do. We stumble into something. I feel like most people stumble in to going home with somebody. Most people don't just like... I don't know. At least that's what it seems like for me. I know there's some people out there right now who are like, nah, dude, I fucking slay it, dude. It's a fucking art. The pickup game, it's an art. Sure. I don't know. I don't think so, man. I think most people sit at a bar or they go to a bar with friends and they just hope something happens. They hope there's the right moment to say a word to this lady where it makes sense. I think most people aren't just like, hey, what do you do? How's it going? Dude, I've seen a lot of bar behavior, okay? Enough to be embarrassed that I wasted so much of my life in bars. But I've seen enough people talking in bars to know that most people are unsuccessful in picking up a stranger. Most people, the odds are against you, dude. But sometimes it works out. Sometimes it does. It's funny. I was talking to my friend about this last night of like, because I've been noticing this where I'm like, you know, I'll get lonely. I've been lonely lately. It's been a minute since I've even been on a date. It's been like a month or two since I've been on a date, or since I've been on a date or done anything with, like, it's been a while. I mean, 2 months, I don't know. It's all relative. Some people, maybe that's not long. Maybe that's super long for some people. It's definitely super long for some people. But it's long enough for me to be like, I just want to fucking hug somebody, you know? I just want to kiss that girl, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, I'm antsy and I'm like, ah. And then I start to think, I'm like, why is nothing happening? And then I look around my room. You can't see the full room right now, but you can see my bed is not made. You could probably see this fucking desk. What I just have fucking... Can you guys see this? I don't know if you guys can see this. I just have a bunch of cat... Dude, I'm a fucking disorganized piece of shit. I don't know if you guys saw that. I just had a mountain of cash. Just singles and a couple 20s and just sitting here. For no reason. For no reason, dude. Cause, you know why? Because I have the Ridge wallet, dude. I have the fucking Ridge wallet. And this thing is chill. It's cool, dude. It's cool enough. Okay, I listened to fucking 7,000 podcasts say I should get this thing, and they're like, dude, it's titanium, so it'll last you forever. And then I was thinking about getting one, and it was $80, and I was like, not doing that shit. But I had told my mom about it, and then Christmas happened. She goes, here you go. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But guess what? Fuck cash, right? So now cash is just loose in my pocket, and if I do use cash, I give people crumpled money all the time, and they look at me like, dude, how old are you? Where's your wallet? Why do you have loose cash in your pockets? Get a fucking real wallet. And then I'm like, no, but I got this though, dude, because I'm an adult. This is the fucking most young, stupid fucking thing to have. Anyway. But I was thinking on that note, on me being disorganized, fucking mountain of cash for no reason. I don't know why the fuck I have that. I keep saying mountain of cash like it's a lot of... It's not. It's mostly fucking singles. But that... I'll see that, and I'll see my unmade bed, and fucking... Literally, there's a toilet paper roll on my bed. There's a toilet paper roll on my fucking bed right now. And it's because we ran out of paper towels, so I brought a toilet paper roll in here. I got mail. I got fucking just bills on the floor. They're not even bills. It's miscellaneous mail that I didn't know where to store. And I also I didn't want to throw it away I don't know why. I didn't want to, I have a shredder somewhere. I got a couple of fucking reusable bags over here. They're plastic bags, but they're big enough where you're not sure if you should throw them out or keep them. But then those build up, and then you have like 20 fucking reusable bags. And you're like, do I throw these out? Am I hurting the environment by throwing these out? But then the stores keep giving it to you. So you're like, what the fuck? How do I be a good person, dude? Anyway, my room's a mess. And then it becomes funny to me because then I think about like, oh, I'm so lonely. Like, I'm lonely and fucking, I just want to like bring a girl home. And then my brain goes, to what, dude? To what? You don't want to do shit. And then I realized, like, oh no, I'm pretty closed off right now. I'm closed off. And I also don't want to bring someone back, because if I did, I would clean the fucking room. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 2 months ago, when I was going on dates and doing things, my room was clean as shit. I kept the room tidy. Just in case. But right now, it's messy as shit, and I'm just, because I don't want to, you know? Because people could tell, dude, there's a confidence to having a clean room. You go outside different, dude. You go talk to people and you feel different to them. They can sense it. They'll look at you and be like, fuck, dude, I feel like this guy has a clean ass room, dude. You'll be at a bar chatting somebody up and she'll be like, damn, dude, I feel like this guy's got a clean ass room. I bet you if I fucked this guy, it would smell like Febreze, dude. If I went back to this guy's place and fucked him, I'd go, damn, dude, is that fucking like water and vinaigrette Febreze? I don't know. I don't know the flavors of Febreze or scents or whatever the fuck. Damn, dude, is that raspberry squirrel Febreze, dude? Damn, not only did I come, but now I'm smelling the sweet nectar of raspberry chipmunk, whatever the fuck. People can sense it on you. Dude, Jordan Peterson's right, man. Say what you will. Dude, whether you like him or not, you know, he's a very controversial figure, but whether you like him or not, he got one thing right. You need to clean your room. How can you do anything in the world if you don't clean your room? How can you exist as a person in society if you don't clean your bloody room? Dude, I feel like I'm on the cusp of doing that impression well. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's not that good. It's not good. It's not good. But I sound just enough like him where people are like, I get what you're doing. Joe, that's the thing about you, Joe. You're smart. You're a smart guy. You think. You know, you try and get to the bottom of things, which is what you should be doing. Oh, yes. I was overwhelmed with it. Yeah, I had some, was it? Some apple cider. I had some apple cider, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that put me away for a week. For weeks I was bedridden. Yeah. Oh. It made me overwhelmed with what? I had an overwhelming sense of impending doom. Pinocchio, the story of Pinocchio. All right, now I'm just saying a bunch of shit that Jordan Peterson has said. And if you guys haven't, dude, watch that fucking animation of him online. It's so good. There's an animation of him online made by Amon Productions, I think it's called. And it's so good. It's so good, dude. It's one of the most beautiful short films I've ever seen made. But anyway, Jordan Peterson is right about cleaning your room, dude. Whether you like him or not, he's right about it. Clean your goddamn room, and fucking women will smell it on you. Even if you're not doing it for the sake that he's saying of like, well, I guess you are, because he is saying it'll make you feel better, it'll make you feel productive, and that is true. That is true, man. It'll make you feel cleaner, dude. It'll just make you feel like more of a functioning person. Working out, too. Going for walks. Any sort of exercise will make you feel like a human. You know what doesn't? Jerking off and playing video games. It doesn't, dude. And not that those things are bad, because they're not. Because sometimes it's fun to live your worst life. Sometimes it's fun to live your worst life. But if I'm leaving my bed unmade and I'm not fucking going for a walk every once in a while, and instead I'm replacing those things with playing Fortnite and watching porn and jerking off, I'm living a fun life, but it's a worse life, dude. I'm living my worst life. And living my best life would be like, dude, I exercised today. It felt really good. Yeah. Everything in moderation, as they say, you know? It's good to play video games, but it's not good to play them for 17 hours. In one day. It's better to sleep than forego sleep to get another victory royale. Do you know what I'm talking about? But also, I mean, it's fun to shoot people as Tom Hardy in a cartoon universe. I mean, how can you deny that, dude? How can you not want to do that all the time? Shoot Harley Quinn as fucking Tom Hardy in a cartoon world where at any moment you can emote into Venom? How could you not? Why would you ever go outside, dude? Why would you touch grass when you could do that? All right, that's the end of the first part. I'll see you guys in a second for the second part. All right, I'm back. Yeah, man. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, but yeah, having a clean room, dude. You should have one. It'll make you feel better. Dude, people will just say crazy shit on the street too. People will say things and they are not aware of themselves or what they're saying at all. Like, you'll hear somebody say a sentence and go, I don't think you know what's going on, man. I heard something last week that I was going to talk about on the podcast last week, but I ended up being wrapped up in that whole other story. And there's something last night that somebody said, and they were both the same amount of just like, huh, dude? This dude last night was walking with a bunch of his boys, you know, and he just says to the rest of them, like, apparently at that last place, apparently we didn't tip enough. And I heard him say that, and I immediately was like, yeah, you did not. I was not at that bar. I don't know you guys. I don't know anything about any of this. But I can just tell by your snide, shitty tone that you did not tip enough. I could tell by the fact that you're with 10 people, all of them broed out dudes, a couple of them in pink collared shirts. I can tell that you guys spent a lot of money and thought that was chill, so you paid $7 on a fucking $100 tab. I can tell that's what happened. And then she told you tipped poorly, and then you were like, yeah, sure I did. And then you argued to a bartender who gets tips all the time about how much is a good tip. You know what's funny about the guys who live that life? The people who live that life, they think that the bartender who finally gets the courage or has courage or just is fucking fed up, they think that bartender is the exception to the rule. Like, they don't understand that's the one bartender who's like, I'm not going to let this keep happening. And every other bartender who they tipped poorly, it wanted to say that, but then didn't because they don't like confrontation. Like, that's what happened. In their head, though, they think, oh, it's just this one lady. All those other bartenders would have said something if they were pissed about it. Hey, dude, how many times have you been in a situation where you were fucking annoyed and you were like, it's all good, man? Many times, dude. Thousands of times. That is a very human thing to do, is to be severely fucking irritated, and then someone goes, is it all good, man? Are we good? And you go, sure, dude. Because what else are you going to say? No, I'm not all good? Let's have an argument about something that doesn't matter? Is it easier to tell you that you tipped poorly and you get shitty about it? Is it easier to do that than just to just go, okay, thanks, man, and then fucking you're out of their life in the next moment? I think it's easier to just go, thanks, man, and bite the bullet. And also, it's a courtesy to you. See, the people don't understand that either. When somebody tells you tip poorly, it's a courtesy to you. I was at the laundromat the other day, and fucking last time I did my laundry, I went to the laundromat, I loaded up an entire fucking thing of laundry, then I put detergent into the fucking system, and then I looked over at where I slide my laundry cart in, and I saw that it was taped over. And I was like, God damn it. Because I'm stupid, and I'm not paying attention to shit. I'm paying attention to the things that you do, but not to the things around. Do you know what I'm saying? I say, do you know what I'm saying? So goddamn much. I'd be a fucking, I'm going to get, if I was, I say you know what I'm saying enough to be montaged at your mom's house. I don't know if you listen to that podcast, but they will fucking annihilate you if you say you know what I'm saying too much. and I would get destroyed. I gotta fucking stop saying that so much. Anyway, I didn't notice that, and it was very irritating. So then I went and did laundry last night, and this dude started watching me load up a dryer, and I loaded up 3 pieces of clothing into it, and then he looks and he points at it, he goes, yo, I think that's broken. And I looked at it and went, thank you, man. Thank you so much. And then I put it into the thing, and I went to a different dryer. Now, I could have gotten angry, and I could have been like, no, yeah, I know. Or like, oh, dude, what do you mean? I think it might work. Like, I could have gotten shitty towards this guy because he did point out the fact that I did something incorrect. But instead, I went, thank you for telling me the right thing to do. And then these people who tip, it's the same thing. So that guy was bettering my life by not letting me load up the entire fucking thing. Because he could have done that, and I might have done that. There have been moments where I help people out. I was on the train the other day, and this person was like, is this uptown? Is this going uptown? And nobody responded. I said, or is this going downtown? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the specificity of it. What matters is what happened. The uptown or downtown, not important to the story, Jake. Why are you fucking correcting it? Now why are you talking to the third person, you idiot? Anyway. She goes, is this going downtown? Because that's what really happened. Like, it's fucking important. And no one responded. I go, yeah, it's going downtown. And then she came on the train. And to be honest, I was like, did I say that too aggressive? It was because the doors were about to close. I wanted her to know so she'd get on the train immediately. Anyway, she got on. She's like, thank you. And I was trying to help her out. This guy at the laundromat trying to help me out. When you get told you have a bad tip, they're trying to help you out. Your response should be like, oh, for real? What would be a good tip on this? Not in a shitty way, not in a condescending way, just like, what would be a good tip on this? And they'll probably go at least 20%. And then you give 20% or more. You don't go, what? But that's the thing is the guy knows how to tip. He knows what he's supposed to tip. He must know. Unless all these motherfuckers are taught by their parents not to tip. And if that's the case, what are these parents doing, dude? Another reason why you shouldn't be allowed to have a kid. Another reason why there should be a test for whether or not you can have a kid. And if on there it goes, one of the questions on the questionnaire should be, how much do you tip? And if somebody says less than 20%, they don't get to have a child. That's how it should go, man. That's how it should go. Currently, how much do you tip? Under 10%? You're not ready for a kid yet. Come back to us when you currently tip 20% at the very minimum. You tip 40%, that's wild. That's financially irresponsible. You also can't have a kid. Both of you. Too little? No. Too much? No. Dude, be responsible. No, you can give a 40% tip. Depends on the fucking bill, dude. Also, what a weird concept. I paid a lot, so I'm going to tip less. And then the bartenders are like, what? And the guy will say, dude, I paid so much money. I fucking paid so much. I just spent a lot of money. And they're always like, so who's that for? For the guy who owns this bar? I don't give a fuck about him. I'm here in front of you serving you, dude. Yeah, spend less at the bar and tip more on the fucking bill. I don't know. It's very weird. And I'm not, well, I had a job clowning where there were tips. And again, I never got shitty about the tip. If people didn't tip, I'd go, all right, man. But I'd watch some women be like, usually this is how much people tip. And it worked. Most of the time when you say that to people, they tip you. And if they do fight you, they will still feel bad and give you a little bit more of a tip. That's why you say it as a bartender too. It's because the guy will be embarrassed enough where he probably will make a shittier tip a little less shitty. But, it can be, if his friends aren't cool, you could have 9 dudes being like, what the fuck, dude? I feel like I'm very mean towards dudes. There's some good dudes out there. I'm going to be honest, dude. I met some really good dudes, dude. I met a lot of good dudes, dude. They're not all broed out. It's the broed out dudes they got to watch out for. And not all broed out dudes are broed out dudes. Some broed out dudes are super nice. I know this one guy who's fucking the nicest man I've ever met in my life. And he seems like a jock, but sometimes jocks are good people. There are good people of every aesthetic, is what I would say. That's why you shouldn't judge people based on anything, dude. Also, I do believe, like, I've seen enough white FIDI dudes, enough white, like, business dudes with jailed hair, like, tipping poor, like, dropping $200 and tipping $7. I've seen that enough to not understand why that's not a stereotype. Right? Like, why is that not a stereotype? Like, how many people do you need to do something for it to be a stereotype? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. And I'm not saying stereotypes are correct or whatever the fuck, but stereotypes exist because something happens where people are like, something happens enough where people are like, can I let my prejudice take this over? And what I'm saying to you is I'm letting my prejudice take over and go, dude, if you're a fucking business bro, you're not tipping well. Could be wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong to stereotype and believe in a stereotype. But that's a stereotype that I believe in. I'm a bigot when it comes to FIDI douchebags. And once again, dude, not everyone in FIDI sucks. But a lot of them seem like they do. But then again, that's just my opinion on everybody, isn't it? I'm just one cunt who thinks everyone sucks for the most part. But also, I'm sure those people think I suck as well. So it all evens out in the end, you know? It all evens out in the end. A lot of the people you don't like don't particularly like you. And that's a healthy way to exist. Anyway, the other thing this guy said, the thing the guy said a week ago was, it was this big, thick fucking dude. Big, kind of out of shape, white dude with glasses. And he was talking to his friend. This, like, pretty attractive Spanish dude. And they, I don't know where they're from or what. They're on the Upper East Side. They both look like they just probably lived around here, have, like, normal jobs. You know, very normal people. And this dude, the white dude with the glasses, kind of schlubby, was just, they were talking about some girl. And he's like, yeah, dude, here's the thing. She's not, like, she's cute. She's actually really cute. Like, she's not ugly, but she has a weird face. But she's actually, like, really cute. But she just has some fucking weird face. Like, if it wasn't for that weird face, like, she'd be really cute. And I thought a couple of things. I thought, number one, how are you cute with an ugly face? Like, I feel like the face is what's cute or not cute, right? I've never seen somebody with a nice body and thought that's a cute body. I never thought that's a cute body. It's usually you're looking at somebody's face and you're like, oh, she's a cutie, right? But also, I'm somebody who the face is a lot for my attraction to somebody, and I'm also somebody who is attracted to cute girls. I usually am more attracted to a cute girl than like a fucking hot girl. I don't know. There's usually more personality when somebody's cute. I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like society molds you in a way where if you're cute, you're going to have some personality. Where if you're hot, you're going to be a void. Most very hot women I've met are voids of fucking people. They're black holes. And that's not, I'm not saying, that's not a gendered thing, because men too. Hot men and hot women are black holes of people. They got nothing going on, dude. It's just you go, what's up? And they're like, huh? And they're like, oh shit. Oh no, I'm being sucked in. And then when you're in the void, you're just like, damn, dude, I want to fuck this person. But what the fuck? There's nothing in here. There's nothing to grab onto. Cheese doodle? This person's thinking about a cheese doodle? What the fuck does that mean? Shoelace? What the fuck? Come on. Where are all the fucking interesting subjects? Movie. Oh, there's a movie category in this black void. Okay, what kind of movies? Fucking Fight Club, dude, because you like Brad Pitt's look? What? You liked his fucking jacket in that movie? That's why you like it? What the fuck? What did you think about the themes of it? I don't really think about themes in movies. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. I don't know, man. They are. Anyway, I thought, like, how is she cute with an ugly face? That seems like an oxymoron. But then I also thought, hey, dude, you have a weird everything and are not cute. So what the fuck are you talking about? I feel like it's irresponsible for that man not to have be holding a picture of that woman when he looked the way he did and he was placing such judgment on her. He was openly placing such judgment on her, and I have no reference point to be like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Instead, I'm just like, you sound like you should just date her, dude. You sound overly judgmental of a person who is probably more attractive than you. Why are you doing that? And not to say that looks are everything, but if you're gonna fucking shit on somebody's looks, I think you should be less attractive than them for sure, dude. Or more attractive, I guess. But then that's punching down, isn't it? And you don't want to punch down. No, you can punch down. You can do whatever the fuck you want, dude. Yeah, whatever. It was a stupid thing. I was like, you are ugly, man. You have a weird face and a weird body and kind of a shitty personality right now. I don't know. I've called people. I've said bad things about people's looks. You do. That's a thing that I feel like is not, like we live in a very self-love, love everybody kind of a world, but people in private conversations, we all are very brutal and mean about people, how people look. We are, dude. We are. I would say the majority of people, looks are a large factor in whether or not they want to be with somebody. And I don't know. I feel like, I mean, personality is also a factor. I've talked about this so many fucking times on this. But I just feel like people act as though personality is a much larger portion when I think the way you process looking at somebody is maybe more. I don't know. Maybe that makes me a bad person. I always feel that way, and then people are always like, that's kind of fucked up. And then I'm like, yeah, but you feel that way as well. And people always say women date. I don't know. There's stereotypes that I don't believe. See, that Fi-Dye thing I believe. But there are stereotypes that exist that I'm like, that's not, what are we talking about? Like the one where it's like, women date ugly dudes. Like women are much more open to date ugly dudes than men are to date ugly women. And I don't know. I used to believe that, but I think things have maybe changed. Because I see a lot of couples on both sides of the spectrum. A lot. All the time, dude. I've seen a lot of beautiful dudes with ugly women. My whole life. Which, again, is fine, dude. If you're in love, you're in love. But even when that's the scenario, that person likes how that person looks. I do not believe that someone is with somebody and they don't like how the person looks at all. I think you have to like how they look to some degree. And maybe that's fucking bigoted of me. I don't know. But I do think that. Like, I might think that he's ugly and she's hot, but she thinks something's hot about him. She thinks something sexy about him. Every person I've dated, I've thought there was something sexy about them, even though they were cuties and probably, I don't know. What am I talking about? Got about 9 minutes till the camera goes off. I'm losing steam. This dude... A lot of this shit I talked about already. This dude I know was talking about his chip preferences, and he was saying how he loves Utz to the point where like I was with him, and he was telling me that he doesn't eat Lay's potato chips. Like that he only eats Utz. Like to the point where if he went to a party, he would not eat, like if he wanted chips and there were only Lay's, he wouldn't eat them because they're not Utz. And it irritated the fuck out of me. Because I was just like, what are you trying to prove with your preference for Utz? Like, what are you trying to tell me that you have a sophisticated palate when it comes to potato chips? I don't think you need... Some food groups don't need a sophisticated palate, okay? I don't think Gordon Ramsay is going to fucking poo-poo on Lay's potato chips. He's not going to be like, what the fuck, there's no Cape Cod here? He might be like, I prefer some Cape Cod, but if he's hungry, he's going to munch on some Lay's. And also, they all have different flavor profiles, dude. One's not, I disagree, dude. I love Cape Cod chips, but sometimes I want some Lay's. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. These are the same people who see you eat Domino's and they're like, you're going to eat Domino's when there's real pizza? Shut the fuck up, dude. This dude this week, he saw me, he's visiting, and he saw me coming home with Taco Bell. And he was like, yo, what are you doing, man? He's like, you live in a city with the best food in the world. And you got Taco Bell? And I looked at him, I was just like, it's Monday. Right? It's Monday. And he laughed, and my roommate was there too. We all laughed. And, you know, because it's Monday, dude. What am I going to do? I'm going to fucking eat. And then I was at McDonald's with this dude last night. And then I was saying to him, I was like, it's funny, dude, that you've had McDonald's twice. Because he was at the apartment having McDonald's a different night. And then he was like, no, I've had it 3 times. I'm like, dude, fuck you. You've had McDonald's. You're trying to give me shit for Taco Bell on a Monday night, and you've had McDonald's 3 times since you've been here? Dude, you were fucking with me. He was just fucking with me for sure. But people will legitimately say that. They're not kidding. This guy's a good dude. It became a fun bit. But other people will legitimately try and tell you. I've talked about this too much on the pod. But chips, I don't get it. You don't need to have a sophisticated palate when it comes to chips. Okay? So many fucking types of things people become experts at or connoisseurs of. Beer connoisseurs can get fucked. What are you doing, dude? I love beer. There are better beers than others. I'm not somebody who's out here going, every beer tastes the same. That would be insane. I'm not going to say every chip tastes the same. A Nuts and a Lay's and a fucking Cape Cod all taste different. But sometimes I want a Cape Cod. It's like beer, dude. People will be like, that kind of IPAs fucking suck. And I used to not like IPAs, but every once in a while, I'll drink an IPA, and it'll be pretty good. I don't think all beers taste the same, but I think there are some pretty good beers in all the categories. It'd be like if you were like, it's either I'm not drinking any stout, or I'm not drinking any wheat beer. It'd be like, well, you know what? Never mind then. I'm an asshole too. Now that I'm doing this analogy, I'm realizing that like I don't drink Blue Moon anymore. If Blue Moon is the only wheat beer at a bar, I'm not drinking it. Maybe that's not specific enough. What's specific enough? What kind of... No. You know what? No, that's not the category. It's types, because then there are flavors of chips. Nope, the analogy still stands. Because if there are barbecue chips and fucking regular chips, and one's Lay's and what's whatever the fuck, if I don't feel like plain chips, I'll get the barbecue. But it doesn't matter the genre. Right? Does that fit? So if there's a Guinness and a wheat beer, if I don't like, or if there's a stout and a wheat beer and I don't like the kind of stout there is, or the kind of, and if the wheat is a fucking Blue Moon, I'll get whatever the stout is instead. It works. The analogy works. Fuck that guy who likes Utz. He can eat a dick. Unless he likes eating dicks. What's up? Hey, I'm back. I don't know if you caught that last line because the audio cut out again. I got to figure out this fucking audio shit. Why does my CPU keep getting overwhelmed? Maybe it's because I leave it on constantly. Maybe it's because I never turn my laptop off. So it's currently being like, dude, give me a break. I haven't been turned off since the last podcast. What do you fucking want from me? Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know. I'd like to have sex soon. I feel like that's so much of people's lives. I would like to have sex soon. And then you have sex, and you're like, oh, hell yeah, dude. And then you're just like, I'm chilling. And then a couple months go by, and you're like, oh, man, I kind of want to have sex again. And then you have sex, and sex always ends the same way. Sex always ends with you being like, all right, where's my sock? Every time, dude. Every time. And the person's like, oh, and you're like flirting while you're like, how the fuck did I not? How the fuck? Yeah? Oh, yeah? No, that was fun last night. Is that your sock? Is that yours? Where is my fucking... How do I fucking lose a sock, dude? And then she gets pissed, and she's like, why don't you just borrow one of my socks? I'm like, I got big feet, dude. I got big fat feet. I can't take your sock, dude. I would if I could, but I don't want to destroy an article of clothing of yours when we just met. And I need my sock because my feet are disgusting. I need to cover them up. The fucking sunlight is in the building now. I need to find my sock, or else you're going to be like, hey, wait a second. What's going on, dude? Dude, I need to fucking take care of certain aspects of myself more. I got to clean my room more. I got to fucking make the bottoms of my feet not be fucked up. I mean, they're not fucked up beyond comprehension, but they're like, I don't know, they're like a little hobbity. And also, I got to tweeze my eyebrows, dude. My eyebrows are so fucking long. The other day, last night, one of the hairs on my eyebrow was sticking out, and it was like up to the fucking top of my forehead. And I was like, how is that even possible? Eyebrows will get so long, but they're so hidden within each other that you don't notice until it's too late. And I've never tweezed my eyebrows once, dude. That is definitely a way in which women are superior to men. Every woman I've ever known tweezes their eyebrows on the regular. The only time I've ever twozen my eyebrows is when I had a girlfriend and she did it for me. And I've missed her ever since. If you want to fucking sink deep into a man's memory, tweeze his eyebrows affectionately and he will miss and love you forever, dude. That's a fact. That's a seed of knowledge to any women who are out of their minds enough to listen to me talk for a full hour. Anyway. That's it. I think that's it for the podcast. I got 30 seconds left in the timer before this camera goes off. And, yeah. Go have fun tonight. I hope you have fun. It's Saturday night. Well, it'll be Monday when you're hearing this, but hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for listening to the podcast. You're fucking awesome. If anyone is listening to this right now, you're awesome. Unless you're not, but I hope you are. Anyway, thank you for listening. Yeah, I truly appreciate anybody who listens, and you're dope, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. J-A